Is the real estate market going to crash in 2022? There's talk going around that the real estate market is going to crash in 2022. The thing to discuss is why people think that's true, and if it's going to happen or not. Houses are a basic need, and everyone dreams to have one of their own. But it's not an easy thing to have. People work for many years before buying one. The house buying process should be based on your situation and preferences, but it is better to keep in touch with the current situation of the market and country. Greetings. In this video, we're going to discuss the real estate market, its current situation and future predictions, and if it's going to crash or not. We'll share trends of pricing and mortgage rates in the US, and if it's the right time to buy a home or not. So, if you're interested in buying a house, this video will help you. So, watch this video and then think about your decision about buying a house or property. Before that, give us a like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's start the video. Everybody buys a house with the idea that the price of the house will increase and never fall. Unlike the stock market, we can't predict when the housing market will fall or rise. The real estate market is just like the weather. It's always changing and unpredictable. So, if you're going to buy or sell a property, make sure you do it at the time that seems right to you. There's some signs and factors that give us an idea about the real estate market. The behavior of real estate agents also plays an important role in it, but make sure that it does not greatly affect your decision. Mortgage rates and house pricing. The mortgage rate greatly affects the housing market. The higher the mortgage rate, the lesser there are buyers in the market. Now, mortgage and house prices do not have a direct relationship, but a high price means a high mortgage rate. At the start of 2022, the mortgage rate was 3.25%. It then increased to 5.55% and then to 6.27% in July of 2022. The rise is due to the pandemic the world faced. There was a drop in mortgages, but after the pandemic, mortgages have risen to a record price. In the US, on a $400,000 home, you could expect to pay $1,399 per month for your mortgage at the start of January. That number right now, $1,976. There's a 29% down payment on the same house, not to mention that the pricing of the house has also drastically increased in the past years. The house prices are 20 times more than before. According to the National Association of Realtors, home sales have fallen for 6 straight months in 2022. Interest rates and house market. Interest rates directly affect house sales. The higher the interest rate, the lower house sales. The interest rates are increasing in the US every month. The previous year, the interest rates for a 15-year fixed mortgage house were 2.3%, and for a 30-year fixed mortgage was 3%. As of 2022, the interest rate has increased to 4.8% and 5.7% respectively. This is not the end. The federal government is deciding to increase the interest at the end of the year, so it's expected that house sales will drop. Supply and demand for housing. The Federal Reserve economic data checks the supply of housing in the U.S. For a healthy market, it should take 6 months to sell all the houses. Currently, there's a disturbance in the supply and demand of housing. There's more demand and fewer houses in the market. 31% of the home buyers are from the age group of 30. Right now, millennials are buying homes in the market, and Gen Z is just behind. There will be plenty of demand for houses in the market. The problem is in the supply chain. There are 3 reasons for that. 1, not enough houses were built in the last year. 2, houses available are too high in price. And 3, there's a delay and increase in the price of construction material from the market. All these factors have resulted in high prices and less selling of houses. Although the U.S. government is trying to remove the home crisis, there is time before this problem is solved. Foreclosures in homes. After the pandemic, the foreclosure rates have gone down to 30% in the market, and more people are losing their houses to the bank than before. One reason for that was, during the pandemic, the government banned foreclosures, so banks' hands were tied. But after the ban was lifted, they didn't hesitate. It's a piece of bad news for homeowners that have an unstable income, as they'll be out on the street looking for other houses. As for home buyers, this may be the best time for a foreclosure. More foreclosures may increase the supply of houses. World situation and housing. The current Ukraine-Russian war has impacted the U.S. economy. After the ban on Russian oil, there has been an increase in energy prices and all other goods. Inflation is rising every month. This has resulted in the high interest rate and high prices of the house. The people are now worried about their daily expenses and how the war will affect their life in the U.S. Many have lost interest in the housing market. According to research, consumer confidence dropped to a 10-year low in March 2022. In these situations, the Federal Reserve is trying to give relief to people on interest rates that will lower the prices and increase people's interest in properties, but this plan has not been processed yet. What will happen in 2022? If we talk about the pricing of properties, it's increasing and there are no brakes on that. Renting prices and mortgage rates are higher at the start of the year. Due to an increase in pricing, there's a 3.4% drop in house sales in May from April 2022 and down 8.6% when compared with 2021. According to data and analytics experts, if the market faces any more increases in house pricing, the real estate market will likely fall over time. For supply and demand, President Biden has proposed agreements to address the housing shortage in the U.S. Different real estate agents and builders are working to put up more houses on the market, but it'll take time. Until then, people have to wait. So, it's safe to say that we can expect a decrease in house sales until the end of the year. Should you buy a new house? Now, this is the question you should ask yourself. If you're planning to buy a house, you might like to wait for the prices to drop, but no one can say for sure that that's going to happen. Who knows, the prices may go higher than before. According to a real estate expert, there will be slow growth of homes in the U.S., but the price drop is unlikely. So if you're waiting for home prices to drop, it's most likely not going to happen in the coming years. Buying or selling the property should be based on your needs. Although there are signs like an increased mortgage rate, low house sales, and an increase in the interest rate, but there's no saying that it will reduce house prices. Make sure you're ready to buy a house and don't wait for the market. The thing you should consider is the competition on the market. As there are more buyers than houses, you will face more competition for a single house and you have to wait long for the right home. But before buying, make sure you have a good savings account, emergency funds, a down payment ready, a means to pay the mortgage, and you and your family are ready for a house. Should you sell your house? Now, if you're a seller, it might be the best time to sell your house. With high competition, you'll get a great price for your house, but make sure you don't want to put your house on the market and have a good real estate agent. Don't put a rush to it just because of money. The bottom line. Whether buying or selling, the real estate market is all about confidence. You need to be sure of what you want. You should hire the best agent on the market that can fill your demands. Instead of going with the market, go with your flow. This ends our video for today. Hope it helped you and updated you on the current U.S. situation. If you have any questions, ask us in the comments. Tell us if you want more videos on this topic. Till then, like our video, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.